The real queen behind every billionaire dynasty is often a woman, and in Monaco, a principality carved from cliffs and dreams, where superyachts rest like floating crowns and wealth moves faster than gossip, Zeus's wife may be far more than a companion. She may be the unseen sovereign, the quiet architect of influence, redefining what it truly means to rule without ever sitting on a throne. Rarely photographed beside Zeus and never chasing attention, she exists like a controlled mystery, elegant yet unreachable, wrapped in couture and diamonds that reflect the Riviera sun without ever revealing her intentions. Her name is spoken carefully in elite circles, if it is spoken at all, yet her presence is felt everywhere. From the boardrooms overlooking Port Hercule to the hushed lounges where power brokers meet after midnight. Some say she wields authority rivaling Monaco's royal family. Others believe she is building something far more enduring. A dynasty that does not rely on titles but on leverage, foresight, and silence. This is not merely a love story framed by floating palaces, private aircraft, and gold-lined estates. It is a tale of beauty used as strategy, restraint wielded as dominance, and power refined into an art so subtle it becomes invisible. In a city where luxury is language and excess is expected, she stands apart not because she has more, but because she reveals less. In Monaco, elegance is common, but silence is rare. Zeus's wife commands attention without ever demanding it. Rooms recalibrate when she enters. Conversations slow. People listen harder, speak softer. Her influence does not arrive loudly. It settles, like gravity. Her origins are intentionally unclear, feeding endless speculation. Some claim she descends from old European aristocracy, her lineage woven into centuries of quiet power. Others insist she amassed her fortune independently long before Zeus ever noticed her, mastering finance, art, and influence in worlds that do not welcome spectators. What is undeniable is her transformation, from an enigmatic figure known only to a select few into one of the Riviera's most observed yet least understood women. Unlike the wives of billionaires who chase magazine covers and social headlines, she moves like a ghost through the highest tiers of society, appearing briefly at royal charity balls, couture fashion weeks, and invitation-only galas before disappearing again. Each appearance is deliberate, every detail refined. A Dior silhouette chosen for diplomacy, a Chanel ensemble signaling alignment, jewels worn not for display but for message. Those close to Zeus insist she is no ornament of his success but a strategist whose insight reshapes decisions behind closed doors. A woman whose voice carries weight in rooms filled with men accustomed to being obeyed. Their story began, as all great Monaco legends do, in excess, but excess elevated to ritual. Zeus's proposal was not merely an expression of love. It was a declaration of union between power and precision. On a calm night at Port Hercule, hidden lights illuminated the bay in a controlled constellation, reflecting off the hulls of anchored yachts. Zeus arrived not quietly, but symbolically, stepping from a custom-built 1989 Batmobile etched with his insignia, a relic transformed into myth. She emerged moments later, draped in a silver gown that caught the water's glow, her composure flawless, her expression unreadable. Beneath a sky ignited with choreographed fireworks, Zeus presented a rare 50-carat diamond ring, a jewel spoken of in the same breath as royal heirlooms. No press, no cameras, only a carefully selected audience of royals, discreet billionaires, and trusted confidants flown in on private jets. Those who witnessed it later said it felt less like an engagement and more like a coronation. The moment Zeus offered not just devotion, but a throne beside him. Yet that night was only the beginning, because what followed would transform a fairy tale into an empire. High above Monte Carlo, perched where sea meets sky, stands the residence whispered about in hushed admiration. A palace of marble, gold, and deliberate calm designed entirely around her philosophy of quiet authority. This is not merely a home. It is a controlled environment where every corridor, artwork, and texture reinforces restraint and command. Crystal gates open to white florals perfuming the air, grand staircases curve beneath jewel-lit chandeliers, and entire floors are devoted to couture collections so vast they resemble private museums. Bespoke jewelry rests behind biometric glass, gowns by Dior, Chanel, and Elie Saab preserved like artifacts. Her tea salon, inspired by royal tradition, hosts intimate afternoon gatherings attended by people whose names never appear on lists yet move markets with a phone call. From the terrace, overlooking the endless blue of the Mediterranean, she meditates daily, not in stillness but in calculation. Nothing in the palace exists solely for beauty. Everything serves purpose. It is here that her quiet strength originates, reinforced by architecture designed to reflect control without excess. If the palace is her kingdom on land, the Elysium is her dominion at sea. Docked at Port Hercule, the 80-meter superyacht commands attention even among the world's most extravagant vessels. Wrapped in silver, silent and imposing, it is less a yacht than a floating declaration of power. Inside, crystal ballroom floors shimmer beneath restrained lighting, rare artworks line private galleries, and the air carries rose oil imported from Grasse. Phones are forbidden. Names are rarely spoken. Deals unfold in murmurs between royals, oil magnates, and financial titans who understand discretion as currency. She does not simply host these gatherings. She orchestrates them, guiding conversation with subtle gestures, redirecting alliances without issuing commands. Guests leave believing outcomes were their idea, unaware of how expertly the room was shaped around her will. Named after the Greek paradise of heroes, Elysium has earned a different title in Monaco's whispers: the floating palace of the quiet queen. Her reach does not end where the water meets the sky. Zeus 1, her private jet, is not transportation but territory, an airborne kingdom tailored precisely to her presence. Cream leather embroidered with her initials lines the interior. Thousands of Swarovski crystals scatter light across the ceiling like Monaco's night sky, and the master suite features a couture wardrobe, jewel-lit vanity, and gold-framed bed designed for repose and reflection. Even the scent, a custom blend of oud and jasmine, was crafted exclusively for her travels. Zeus 1 connects worlds effortlessly, arriving discreetly in Paris for Fashion Week, in Milan for private showings, in Dubai for invitation-only galas, and in New York for closed-door philanthropic summits. Each landing signals alignment, influence, and intent. Insiders claim she often gazes silently from the window as the Riviera fades beneath the clouds, some seeing introspection, others recognizing strategy unfolding far beyond Monaco. Fashion is her most refined language of power. Every appearance is a coded message understood only by those fluent in elite symbolism. Gowns are chosen not for trend but for implication, jewels worn to signal expansion, retreat, or alignment. Her collection rivals that of Monaco's royalty, including sapphire necklaces valued in the millions, worn once at private banquets before vanishing back into legend. Yet beneath the brilliance lies diplomacy. Designers court her approval not for publicity but for legitimacy. Brands rise when she attends their events. Markets take note when she withdraws. International publications refer to her as the Diamond Queen, a title she neither confirms nor denies, allowing myth to do the work words never could. From Paris to Dubai, wealthy spouses imitate her grace, her restraint, her silence, unaware that style is only the surface of her power. Together, Zeus and his wife are more than partners. They are a power construct. Their appearances are choreographed with near-royal precision, rare yet commanding, reminiscent of Monaco's golden era under Grace Kelly. Yet, unlike traditional royalty, their authority is not inherited, it is engineered. Assets replace titles. Strategy replaces ceremony. Rumors swirl of foundations designed to rival royal charities, private estates eclipsing historic holdings, and plans for a dynasty meant to endure generations. Those closest to her recall a quiet remark she once made to a confidant: "We do not chase crowns. We build them." It is a philosophy that defines their union: love intertwined with ambition, devotion balanced by vision. In Monaco, where power is currency and luxury is language, Zeus's wife stands as a rare anomaly. She is not merely the face beside a powerful man but the architect behind the structure, shaping legacy through discipline, foresight, and control. Every element of her universe, from palace to yacht to jet, represents a facet of her authority. She has transformed romance into leverage, fashion into influence, wealth into permanence. While others declare their dominance loudly across the Riviera, she whispers, proving that true power does not demand attention, it commands outcome. As Monaco's skyline glows in glass and gold and the world watches billionaires and royals compete for influence, one truth becomes increasingly difficult to ignore. The most powerful queen in the principality may not reside in the palace at all, but quietly beside Zeus, shaping an empire so refined that it barely leaves a trace, except in the future it controls.